What's up, everybody? It's Alex Leak and Friends NFL podcast back on for another week. I'm your host, Alex Leak. We got Dustin back on the show. What's up, Dustin?
What's up, man? How's it going?
Going good. This is the 2021 Tampa Bay Bucs season preview. The defending champs, Tampa Bay Bucs, going into 2021. Do we expect a repeat? I don't see why not. They brought back everybody. Same coaching staff, same roster pretty much. That's a loaded team once again going into 2021. Last year they went 11-5, finished second in the NFC South, but went on to win the Super Bowl over the Chiefs 31-9, giving Tom Brady his seventh Super Bowl ring. Looking at who they added, Giovanni Bernard, running back is really the only free agent. And then in the draft, they got Joe Tryon, the linebacker, Kyle Trask. In the second round, the quarterback out of Florida, and some other pieces like that. They did lose running back LaShawn McCoy, linebacker Deion Buchanan, running back Kenyon Barner, tackle Joe Haig, and corner Ryan Smith. But pretty much, re-signed almost all their key free agents and bring back nearly the same team that won the championship a year ago. So as of right now, the Bucs are my preseason favorite to repeat as champions and be the first team since the 2004 Patriots to repeat. What do you think of that, Dustin? Is that too bold, or do you think that's likely?
It's likely, but it's also a little bold because, you're forgetting about the Chiefs who have signed two offensive linemen to replace the guys who they lost. So I think, maybe jumping a little bit.
I get that. That's a fair assessment. You know what I would say to that though is, I still take the Bucs over a healthy Chiefs team.
So you take the Bucs to stop Patrick Mahomes 2 times in a row.
If it's a repeat, yes. This is my mindset, Dustin. I'll give you a little insight here. I believe that as long as Patrick Mahomes has to go through Tom Brady to win a Super Bowl, he won't. Tom Brady is the GOAT. Tom Brady is the champion. He's got the most rings. As long as Tom Brady is still playing at an elite level, if he matches up with Patrick Mahomes head-to-head in the biggest game with the most pressure, I'm going to take Tom Brady 100 times out of 100.
Ooh, that's – I love that take, but, man, that's – Brady's like Eli Manning, though.
Yeah, that's true. Eli had his number. I feel like Tom Brady has Patrick Mahomes' number.
I mean, yeah, the record shows it, but
yeah, Patrick Mahomes is a great talent, but Tom Brady's done it. He's proven it time and time and time again. 7 champions. I mean, that's something we have to think about. He will be 44 years old in August, going into this season. 44 years old. I never thought I'd be saying that.
But age is just a number to that man.
It is, and the fact that he's a Super Bowl champion at age 43 is ridiculous. So, and bringing back all these weapons. I mean, let's look at the key playmakers. They're bringing back Leonard Fournette. They still got Ronald Jones. Now they're bringing in Giovanni Bernard. So that's 3 running backs right there. Bernard could just be the third option. I love the Fournette Ronald Jones. Rojo is a stud. Then you've got Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Antonio Brown. And then Tom Brady was developing chemistry with the little white guy, Scotty Miller, last year. So, loaded there. Then you got Rob. Go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead.
Sorry, I was going to ask if they still had Gronk.
Yeah, they got Gronk on a 1-year, $8 to $10 million deal. So, bringing back Gronk. And let's not forget, last year, early in the season, O.J. Howard, their tight end, ruptured his Achilles and missed the entire rest of the year. Bruce Arians is saying that's a huge addition coming back this year.
Yeah, I forgot all about OJ Howard, but yeah, that offense is gonna be nuts.
It is. I think they run away with this division, bro.
Yeah, and to mention when we were talking about Brady's age, first of all, I want people to hear this. I used to be the biggest Tom Brady hater, but after I found out that man won a Super Bowl at 43 and had a torn MCL, that
Yeah.
just don't happen. That just don't happen.
Playing through a torn MCL and still won it. And that's crazy. But to me, so I look at it like this: without Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes might already have a three-peat. So I count my chips. I count my stars every day that Tom Brady is still doing it, because that would upset me for a young quarterback to come in and three-peat right off the bat like that. So Tom Brady keeping parity in the league, keeping the league where it needs to be, in the hands of the veterans, in the hands of the all-time greats. And so what he did last year, winning the Super Bowl, unreal. And if they can repeat at age 44, oh my God.
And he still may not be done after that.
Exactly. His agent or whoever was saying that he expects Brady to play for at least 2 more years.
Jesus, man.
So
What is this guy like the second coming of Jesus Christ or what?
well, he's out there throwing the championship trophy from boat to boat. He doesn't seem to get a care in the world. He's having fun at age 43, 44. So, we've never seen anything like this in sports. Remember when we thought Brett Favre taking the Vikings to the NFC Championship game was so crazy?
Yeah.
This is the first time our eyes have seen anything like this. So let's enjoy it while we got it. I'm
What
the
do you
same
think?
way. I used to hate Tom Brady back in 2003 and 2004 on the Patriots. I rooted against him every Super Bowl. But now, how can you root against this man?
Yeah. Like, what do you think it is? Like, that's keeping him so healthy? Is it his diet, or is he just getting lucky that he's not been hit as hard?
No, it's his. Well, the modern rules that protect the quarterback position absolutely help. If he was getting hit the same way he was getting hit in the mid 2000s, he probably wouldn't still be playing at such an elite level. But it's his health, it's his conditioning, the plyometrics, all the stuff that he does in the off season that has extended his career so long. He's the next level at taking care of his body and eating right and doing what he needs to. And these up and coming players like Mahomes and Dak Prescott and these guys should be looking to Tom Brady and copying him if they want to keep playing at a high level deep into their careers.
Yeah, I agree.
And then we talk about the offensive side of the ball being loaded. Let's not forget the key to that Super Bowl was the defensive side of the ball. And they held the Chiefs, the loaded, the explosive Chiefs offense that we've never really seen before, to 0 touchdowns, 3 field goals. And that core is back. Ndamukong Suh, Vita Vea, Jason Pierre-Paul, Devin White, Levante David, Shaq Barrett. The best linebacking core in the NFL is in Tampa Bay. And my favorite part of this defense is the one that no one talks about, and that's the secondary. And if you go back and look at the Super Bowl, I know the pass rush was getting home, but that secondary was unbelievable. And the job that defensive coordinator Todd Bowles did in the pass coverage was unreal in that Super Bowl. Credit to Carlton Davis, Antoine Winfield Jr., Sean Murphy Bunting, Mike Edwards, and those guys. That secondary, we need to start giving more and more credit to the Bucs secondary because they're an up and coming, ridiculously good core.
Oh yeah, and especially watching the Super Bowl and rewatching it, you have to just look at, like, Tyreek Hill is obviously, the fastest receiver in the league.
Yeah.
And Antoine Winfield Jr. and Bunting's running with him foot to foot. Like,
yeah.
That's
And
great.
yeah, and Todd Bowles coming up with that scheme, that coverage scheme was, can't be talked about enough. Todd Bowles is going to be in line for another head coaching job here soon if he keeps that up.
I would
And
rather him stay defensive coordinator, man. I think he can do big things as a DC.
yeah, I mean, he already is Super Bowl champ. I mean, so we'll see. And if they repeat, even more. And then, of course, I got to talk about Antoine Winfield Jr., who I wanted my Bears to draft last year, and they didn't. And he goes to Tampa Bay. And talk about a stud, the son of Antoine Winfield. Remember the former Vikings corner, longtime NFL corner. And he was an absolute stud. And my favorite part of the Super Bowl was Antoine Winfield Jr. giving Tyreek Hill the peace sign.
Oh, I loved it too.
So good. So let's look at our expectations for this Bucs team. I mean, how can we say they're going to be any worse than last year? They went 11-5, didn't even win the division. Let me go ahead and say right now, I'm going to guarantee this Bucs team wins the NFC South this year.
Oh well, yeah, that's a pretty easy argument there.
Yeah, the Saints took a step back. The Falcons and Panthers shouldn't be too much of a threat. I think the Bucs win the division. For me, they're in the 10 to 13 win range. Because I could see Tampa Bay taking their foot off the gas a little bit. Tom Brady doesn't care about the regular season. He doesn't care about getting swept by the Saints. As long as he gets what's that? As long as he gets into the playoffs, that's all Tom Brady cares about. So if they get in at 10-7, or if they get in at 13-4, he doesn't care. And their goal is to repeat as champions. They're my preseason favorite to repeat. That's my pick. Somebody's got to dethrone the GOAT. Otherwise, he's going for championship number 8. What's your prediction on the Bucs' expectations?
I mean, they're expected, to win the Super Bowl. I think them and the Chiefs are close in the sports books to, prediction number wise.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I think it would be, an unsuccessful season if they did win the Super Bowl. So
yeah,
it would have to. The expectation is championship or bust.
Yeah, absolutely. When you're this loaded of a roster, when you've got Tom Brady late in his career, Tom Brady is not trying to do anything in the NFL other than win the championship at this late in his career. So that's definitely the goal. And if we do get a rematch of Chiefs Bucs, how much fun would that be? I mean, that would be awesome.
Yeah,
It seems to me to be the two most clear-cut best teams in the league.
yeah, that's what it would be. But
We'll see if maybe a team like the Steelers can bounce back and have a big year, or maybe the Buffalo Bills take the next step, maybe the Titans, maybe the Colts, maybe your Colts. But, right now the favorites have got to be Chiefs and Bucs. So
by the way,
go ahead.
By the way, every time you say you wanted the Bears to draft or sign a certain person, I feel like the Bears should start listening to you.
No, they don't like me. So it is what it is, but I still support them. And hey, we got our quarterback of the future, so hopefully Fields works out. But Tom Brady, the reigning champ. So we'll see if anyone can knock him off in 2021. Appreciate the support, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Let us know what you think. And have a great week, guys. We'll keep these episodes coming out weekly. And can't wait for the season. Peace out.